rumbling sub-bass rolls in with subtle growls. Atmospheric low drones and distant crackles mimic seismic activity. Gradual build of synthetic tension noises and distant robotic voice. Warning, bassquake imminent. Hard-hitting dubstep drums kick in with heavy kicks and sharp snares. Bassline deep and distorted with slow, crushing wobble. Layered thunderous synth slaps hit on the downbeat. Effects, ground shaking impacts and rumble sweeps. Feel the quake, unleash the overload. Rising like noise and filter sweeps build tension. Drum fills speed up with glitch stutters and snare rolls.
Bassquake, overload. Overload.
Overload. House to bass drop with massive wobblings. The bass of dissonant synth layers. Under synth hits punctuate the rhythm. Drum punch hard with syncopated hi-hats and snappy snares. Seismic crashes, bass slaps and bridge verse. Energy pulls back to deep atmospheric adds and rumbling bass drones. Distant echoing vocal sample.
Aftershock.
Return of the drop with added distortion and layered synths. Bass growls hit bigger with modulators and bass pads. Feathers bends. Bass drops get thicker with modulated pitch bends. Drum patterns intensify with complex fills and repetitive back passes. Cascading glitch effects and heavy bass punches. Elements peel away, leaving a deep sub-rumble and distant seismic echoes. Final synth hit reverberates into silence. Closing vocal sample, bass break on the beat.
Bass break. Complete.
Bass break complete.
Welding sparks, steam hissing, massive servo whirs. Industrial ambience with low rumbles. Clanking metal echo effects. Mechanical voidal call accepted engaging bass world. Rising build with reversed metallic hits and glitch shards.
To max that mayhem, drums hit like piston slams. We kick, snappy snare.
Baseline and grinding like metal tearing.
Hellbats, welding sparks used as rhythmic textures.
An aggressive robotic screech layered with low mid growls. Floating sparks with reverse hydraulic effects. Mid-range synth filtered and rising.
System pressure rising, brace for discharge. Siren swell, and left to right.
Slow rising build with reversed metallic hits and glitch shards. Endofilvo whirls. Clanking metal echo effects. Clanking metal echo effects. Rolling stack machine feel. Slow rising build with reversed metallic hits and glitch shards.
The mayhem drums it like piston slaps. Your snappy snare plays loaded grinding like metal tearing. Backs welding sparks uses rhythmic textures.
Low ends of rumble like a machine powered on deep underwater. Spas ambient glitches flicker, faint reversed hi-hats and thick crushed risers. Whispered vocal texture.
Entering the void, dive initiated.
Beat emerges slowly, 808 pulse delay snare. Bass filter growl, submerged like it's underwater. Melody begins, sine wave arcs drifting in the background. Occasional reverbs and glitch clicks. Lyrics.
He's killed, copy, edit, clipped in a code. I'm pulling you on dark get filled when the fire feels cold. I crash the line, I corrupt and slow. Don't be set now, I'm your system stunned off. Pitch bends up, look like pressure building.
Snare roll with granular effects.
Dive deeper, deeper. Breach, we're going pulses increase intensity like sonar pings. Backtrack bass up hits, massive distorting and 808 with no pass modulation. Hi-hat switch to triplet roll, subtle blitz.
Village synth sparkles disintegrate into noise. Heavy sub-backing and granular tailing effects. Drum ambient mood with slowed down glitch effects. Reverse reverb effects trail into silence.
No light, just code, just fall. Bits decay, lost in static, drift away. Core corrupted, nothing pure. Virus deep, no final cure. Harder drop with glitch variation. 808 stopping, crushing with it. Melody switches to upgonies, metallic glitches. Drums get heavier with layered trap snares. Effortless reach system error complete. Beat, bass slowly fades, replaced by glitch vinyl crackle. Final four notes echo like sonar in pitch descent. Vocal whisper fades. Yeah, I'm coming back.
You're not coming back. Low-pass filtered bass pulses mimic data traffic. Area effects, volume crackle, firewall ping echo. Basic voice sample. Limiting and breach protocol. Loading exploit. Build-up starts, sonic tabs, reverse symbols, full rumble. Classic rhythm kicks in, release like lead. Bubbling sub-bass, syncopated metallics. Glitch percussion, off-grid claps, pitch crushed hi-hats.
Round and rounds and firewall breach, vocal sample, access, blended containment, filled. Blended drum loaded with rising growl. Repeating vocal glitch stuff.
Layered alt disc and techniques. High-pass filter sweep and baseline rising screech.
Main rhythm grooves, jagged laser cuts and tunes on every beat. Mechanical bass wobbles, layered was malware like FX. Sound design mimics clipped and chain up to data streams. Breaking one floor creeps, protocol, firewall. You rhythm staggered off beat groove and your sub. Gradually modulate every 4 bars. And crush effects, slices, spin back into an extra grid. Now we're in terrace effects, control mix in stereo field. Drums fade, leaving glitches and fragments. Final sound, firewall classes. Glass code fragments.
Bombastic rhythm kicks in, laser like lead. Wobbling sub-bass, syncopated metallic hash. Percussion off-grid claps, bit crushed hi-hats. Background rhythms and firewall breach. Failed.
Second drums with rising growl. The beating vocal pissed up and real tight. Ow. Hi-hats for swoop on bass rush. Hi-hats, backside. Vocal goods and containment. Failed. Typing from you put rising growl. Firewall this, firewall this. Infrared studio crates and triplet crate. High-pass filter sweep on baseline and rising screech.
Main rhythm groove. Rapid laser cut synth hits on every beat. 3D mechanical bass wobbles layered with malware-like effects. Sound design mimics corrupted data streams. Breaking 140 brief started firewall meltdown in progress.
Drop gets heavier. It grows heavier. Sonic language diverse. Modulates every 4 bars. It crushes, flux slices through background layers. Breaking this epic death firewall meltdown in progress. Drop gets heavier and crunchy synth fragments. Final sound, firewall crash sex. Glass code fragments.
Robotic voice fading into digital noise.
System breach complete. Code 4 active. Floating system breach detected. Opapine static rising glitch noise. Whispered vocal sample. Fragment. Burn. Initiated. Layered synth paths glitching out like code corrupted. Bit crush snare hits every 4 beats. Deep reverse crash, building tension. Effects, circuit, hiss, binary flutter sounds. Glitch door entry, wobbling wide, fractured and layered with bit crush delay. Pillow and compressed, hits like corrupted RAM. Shock, reverse, pre-hit artifacts. Fragmented, pitch bending every raw like melting data. Data dump glitches, entire 4-bar collapses into silence and restarts with a distorted slap. Off-top sound breaks every 4's unpredictable. Memory center, memories, silence audio tear warps. Quick silence, high-pitched data, spiked immediate drop. Fire overload. Pulses now hotter, angular. Sub-bass modulates like melting machinery. Gear now wrists first. Discluded white noise bliss. Heat sickness reverse forward or layering with glitch sounds. Podcast made glitch resets. Extract salute. Random zeros left right. Depth changes mid-bar for sound melting effect. Sounds like a hard drive dying. Fragment collapse. Stars and a sprint glitch. Ambience intermittent sub rumbles. Synth reverse slow down. Let auto pan like spiraling out, nailing out of control. Virtual debug glitches into uppercills. His words do penetrate. While dropping corridor. Bombs right into it. Extra distorted. Morphs into a crystalline high energy lazily. Wide and multi-layered. Almost orchestral glitch form. Massive reverse reverb glitch fragments. Fragmented, pitch bending every bar like melting data. Data dump glitches, entire 4-bar collapses into silence and restarts with a distorted slap. Throws constantly breaks from cliff zones, never predictable. Get predictable. People into people. Little slows, beat noise filter, bass altered. Drop polys, subtle, memories. Library, buffalo, burst for kill soft glitch, swirl fade. Massive reverse fragments, reverse core to its battery static. One last vocal, complete echo remains. Final bass pulse, bounce out to a soft glitch spiral fade. Flow like a digital sunrise, chimes in reversed piano notes fade in. Lo-fi texture overlay, final crackle, whisper vocal, ghost like on a melody. It's just a memory corrupted. A melodic progression begins. Arpeggiated synths sparkle with stereo padding. Chills the rhythm like snare side change kick. Soft sub bass harp below. A tape flutter delay tails blurred between the lines. And echoes of a dream long gone. Broken frames rewind, but I still play the same old song. Vocal chops glitch rhythmically. Pitch rising pattern to shimmering synths. Snare roll filtered upward. Hold on to what's not real. This future bass drop. Lush and emotional stack saw chord side chain to the kick. Glitch spot texture sprinkled over the drop. Vocal stutters woven into the melody. Bass gentle round, not aggressive melody. Cascading in sevens and ninths. Ambient interludes suspended in sound. Add swell and dissolve. Piano melody solo with subtle glitch artifacts. Vocal whisper layered underneath. I was whole once before the break. Second drop, more melancholic and glitch. Same chords drop. Triple with granulate delay effects. Vocal fragments chopped in reverse. Melody is now warm slightly as if unstable. Sub bass lightning teaching for emotional tension. Final vocal line. Fragments fading forever. Bounce slowly retreating. Piano chords echo like fading thought. Final without fake stop below bit depth glitch. And a single reverse chime. Tape flutter, delay tailoring synths. Snare roll filtered upward. Rolled on to what's not real. Future bass drop, lush and emotional stacks unemotional. Stacks lost chords touching to the kick. Glitch spot texture sprinkled over the drop. Vocal chops, black lush and emotional. Stacks on chords side chain to the kick. Glitch spot texture sprinkled over the drop. Vocal stutters woven into the melody. Bass gentle loud, more melancholic and great. Cascading in sevens and ninths. Same chord structure but with granular delay effects. Vocal whisper where it's solo. Whisper below everything. Vocal with solo with slightly a segment. But solo was solo breeze before the break. I was whole once before the break. Same chord structure but with granular delay effects. Vocal fragments chopped in reverse.
Deep atmospheric drones layered with subtle mechanical hums. Sparse as glitch effects flicker like data sparks. Distant robotic vocal sample. Graviton field destabilizing. Tight tap step, drums kick in, punchy kicks, crisp snares, rolling hats, bass line thick, modulated growls with wobbling gravity like shifts. Glitch leans cut sharply through the mix with stuttering rhythms. The vocal chops heavily prosody. Crush, collide, gravity. Synths rise with filter sweeps and pitch bends. Drum rolls accelerate with glitchy fills. Vocal loop, pressure, 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 pressure. Full narrow bass drop with deep crushing sub-bass and complex rhythmic patterns. Bass growls oscillate with pitch modulation layered with distorted synth shards. Drums punch hard with syncopated break beats and glitch percussion. FX, digital crackles and mechanical impacts. Ambient break with swirling pads and glitch echoes. Whispered vocal, sandbreak. Drop with enhanced bass layers and increased distortion. Synth leads weave fast. Glitchy runs cutting through the bass drum fills speed up with intricate syncopation. FX cascade with mechanical hits and digital noise bursts. Gradual disintegration of elements with bass and sub-bass. Bass decay, final low bass note sustains and fades into silence. Closing robotic voice. Graviton crusher. Complete. Complete. Drop with deep crushing sub-bass and complex rhythmic patterns. Bass growls oscillate with pitch modulation layered with distorted synth shards. Drums punch hard with syncopated break beats and glitch percussion. FX, digital crackles and mechanical impacts. Ambient break with swirling pads and glitch echoes. Whispered vocal, sampled. Trolling. Return of trolling. Return of drop with enhanced bass layers and increased distortion. Synth leads weave fast. Glitchy runs cutting through the bass drum fills speed up with intricate syncopation. FX cascade with mechanical hits and digital noise bursts. Gradual disintegration of elements with glitch fades and sub-bass decay. Final low bass note sustains and fades into silence. Closing robotic voice. Graviton crusher. Complete. Flickering fire crackle and molten lava like synth pads. Distant sirens and ambient smoky noises build tension. Entering the drop zone. Heat rising. Heavy rhythm drums enter with punchy kicks and sharp snares. Bassline beeples and growls and slow crushing wobble. Sizzling lead synths with pitch bends and flame-like modulation. And frets crackling embers and fire bursts. Inferno. Drop zone ignite. Ignite. Rising synth sweeps layered with fiery noise bursts. Snare rolls and drum fills increase intensity. Vocal loop intensifies. Drop zone. Forward and drop with crushing bass and molten synth layers. Bass growls slam hard with modulated distortion. Percussion is aggressive with syncopated hi-hats and snappy snares. Air bursts of fire, crackling explosions and heat waves. Energy pulls back to smoky paths and distant fire crackles. Whispered vocal sample burning through the chaos. Return of the drop with enhanced bass thickness and added synth flourishes. Drum fills become more complex with triplet hi-hats and glitch effects and bleed sizzle with rapid pitch modulation. Effects cascade with layered fire bursts and rumbling low-end hits. Elements slowly dissolve with fading fire crackles and distant thunder. Final bass rumble fades out into silence. Closing vocal sample, soft, fading. enhanced FMs, bursts of fire, crackling explosions and heat waves. Energy pulls back the smoky paths and the distant fire crackles. The vocals that burn, burning through the chaos. Part of the top of the drum with enhanced bass thickness and added synth flourishes. Drum fills become more complex, but hi-hats and different with its over. Plasma crackles, distant machine drum, alien screech effects, high-pitched modulated, low synth swell builds pressure, distorted voice whispers, exoburst initialized, air roll starts bending, aphorizers laced with glitch and static bursts, drop countdown, 3, 2, 1, 1. Stopping rhythm groove kicks in. Distortion. Then snap, sharp and alien tone, gated rhythm. Punchy, tight, alien screech layer woven into bass hits. To the laser zaps, slide stereo pan, duplicated pleated loop, chemical but arrives. Through tails trail of plasma discharges. Adds with low filter sweep, containment breached, ion lash unleashed. But alive, reverb tails trail like plasma discharges. Bands with low-end filter sweep, containment breached, ion lash unleashed. Glitch sparkles dance above ambient layer. Slow snare builds, triplet glitch fill. Bass stabs now doubled and get shifted. Kick gain sub-rumble layer. Screech synth bends upward like a machine metal. Big bass distortion spikes in fast bursts. Drops feel heavier, alien unstable. Effects, rising tone with granular crunch before each stab. Lo-fi chrome bass fades to deep pulse. Scintillator, all systems collapsing, initiating plasma fall. Full of filtered synth echoes spiral outward. Silence. Full plasma meltdown. In layers, alien screeches modulated to sound like screaming eternity. Rim drums distorting glitch on every fourth beat. Pitch warp, stereo panning madness. Glitch effects stack near the end. Drop ends with filter down and reverse stab. Single alien tone echoes, distant static sub fades. Last voice exoburst complete. Anomaly recorded. Silence. Atmospheric synth paths with heavy reverb, crackling static and white noise layering gradually. Distant, fragmented vocal samples whispering signal. Fading, lost. Sparking dubstep beat emerges, deep cadence of snare synth decay, warp textures with pitch modulation. Bass, pulses slow, rumbling distorted, glitch effects, intermittent noise bursts and echoing clicks. Vocal fragments, phantom signal, decay. Lagging filter noise and pitch shifted synth sweeps, increasing glitch chop rhythm, vocal loop intensifies. Decay, 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 decay. Full break of the drop with heavy distorted bass clouds, synth lace warped and eerie, sliding through dissonant intervals. Fragmented force. First versus static digital decay noises. Decay paths reverse synth whisper vocal sound lost into decay. Turbo sonic with more intense distortion. Layer bass crossing near externals. Echo glitches weave through the soundscape. Elements fade out with lingering static and echoing synths. Vocal fragment restores signal for forever. Ends on the fading wire. Glitch effects, noise sweep.
overload, neon green. Bassline enters, deep rhythmic and pulsing with groove. Lead synth by the page melody with slight chorus. Drum patty 4 on the floor kick, snappy snares, hi-hats.
Copy, edit, neon lights in endless streams, electric nights and retro dreams. Pulse ignites the city's core. Overload, I want more.
Synth layers stack and increase in brightness and complexity. Drum fills rise with snare rolls and increasing intensity. Overload, overload. Full synth wave electro bass drop with driving rhythm. Lead line deepens with added distortion and sidechain pumping. Drum beam dramagetic with syncopated hi-hats and claps. FX, neon sweeps, retro laser sounds. Energy pulls back to ambient synth pads and minimal percussion. Neon overload. Return of the drop with fuller synth layers and enhanced bass. Lead seed synth adds melodic flourishes and filter sweeps. Drum pad intensifies with additional percussion and fills. Overload, laser bursts and glitch echoes.
And brightness and outreach, and brightness and concrete, brightness and outreach, neon lights in endless streams. And brightness and outreach, and brightness and unreach. Grumbles, overload, 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 I want more. Overload, I want more. Overload, I want more. Overload, I want more.
Static, hum, glitch pulses begin to sync. Send, drum fades in with chop delay. Warped vocal sample.
Initializing spiral breach.
Glass shatters,
System boot glitch. Mid-tempo kick snare beat enters. Dark paths swirl beneath flickering hi-hats.
rising up panels, pan left and right. Distorted synth riser climbs with circuit bend effects. Sample, containment, unstable.
That's all just sparkling nice. Massive some baseball hits. Cricket beats Thompson. Let it glitch Thompson. Oscillating in spirals. Baseline thick. Warm prairie.
Where suddenly wise hits up effects. Fill, robotic snares, white noise plus.
That's return. Flickering and chop fragmented. Melody rebuilds. Focus glitching. Breaker engaged. Terminate loop.
Flash harder, spiral collapse.
Bass becomes more distorted.
Leg gets pitch locked, filter crush. Some shapes underneath with LFO twist. Laser effects pair wide with delay tails. Quick half bar fills. Machine gun snares and scratch screaming robotic glitch fills. Kick gets heavier, more revert tail.
Ambient breakdown. Slow heartbeat kick. Distant static and reversed piano. Distorted fox whisper. Cycle corrupted. Lead melody reemerges from static. Rail body's hit with the final dump in half. Ends on the long spiraling filter decay. Final voice, voltage spiral. Broken, broken.
Lo-fi fade out, circuit fuzzy feedback. Synth trail fades to black.
Central fades to black.
breaker engaged. Terminate loop. Vocals glitch and breaker engaged. Terminate loop. Terminate loop.
Much harder, spiral collapse. Bass becomes more distorted. Like it's pitch wanted, gets pitch wanted. Like it gets wanted, wanted construct. Underneath with elephant
Twist. Lush, harder spiral collapse. Bass becomes more distorted. Lead gets pitchforked, filter crushed, subshakes underneath with telephone twist. Laser facts, pan wide with delay tails. Click half bar fills. Machine gun snares, bit crush, screaming robot. Glitch fills, kick gets heavier, more reverb tail. Ambient breakdown, slowed heartbeat kicked. Distant static, enter first piano. Distorted pops, whisper, cycle corrupted. Beat melody reemerges from static. This is the meltdown mode, gold layers, heads hit. Baseline gets layered. Electrical hums and sparking glitch tones. Lo-fi static crackle fades in. Vocal stutter, deep groove bobbing, engage. Drums ramping with filtered halves and snare goes to it. Drums fully drop into intricate texture groove. Snare tight, crisp, metallic. Kick dry and fast with sub-layering. Bass freestyle growl with FM modulation. Rhythmic synth stabs, pulse with tempo lyrics, mechanized voice syncopated. Ass. Copy edit, code cascade circuit string. Overdrive strums through lanes. Voltage spike reaction, chain half flow with signal unrestrained. Mute bass filters up with rising tension. Percussion glitches begin looping faster. Vocal glitch glare, panning left to right. Drive, pulse, clock up, overflow. High speed neurofunk drop, rapid hi-hats and break-ins. Glitchy neural basslines moving left to right in stereo. Burn hits, sharp mechanical. Synth layer, mimics processing overheat. Screeching loud vocal overload. Turbo dip with atmospheric effects. Synthetic and eerie, robotic whisper. Cold temporizing, throttling denied. Pass, copy edit, mystery breaks and fluid flow. Time compressor circuits glow. Memory bends and drive ascends. Music mode, distance never posted is zombie never distortion. More compressed drama airing over neural bass. Restyle crowd loop after mission. Listen with rapid distortion. Final sub breaks, leads, and now layering over neural bass. Final vocal slice. System breach, total acceleration. Drums slowly dissolve, baseline glitches out into silence. Final sub shutdown, click monitor fizz. Bolster, bit, offline. High-speed neurofunk drop, rapid hi-hats and break edits. Glitchy neural basslines moving left to right in stereo. Burn hits, sharp mechanical. Central layer, minutes processing overheat. Screeching lead, vocal. Turbo dip with atmospheric effects. Synthetic and eerie, robotic whisper. Core temporizing, throttling denied. Ass, copy edit, mystery breaks and thread flow. Time compressor circuits glow. Memory bends and drive ascends. Rosé glow, distant never, message notice never ends. Same drop, heavier ring glitcher. Release bass tears with added distortion. More common compressor, more common strong breaks. Leads, signal area, neural. Final neural lights, start the neural slice. System breach, total accelerator, neural bass. Final vocal slice. System breach, total acceleration. Final vocal slice. System breach, total acceleration. Dark synth drones lays with electrical crackles and sparks. Subtle mechanical whirs and glitches build tension. Distant robotic voice sampled. Circuit breaker preparing collapse. Underrated drum pattern kicks in bunny kicks, sound snare, syncopated hi-hats. Bassline, deep distorted claws with sudden stops and starts. Glitch, shifts and stabs, intermittently break the rhythm. Vocal chops, system failure. Rising synth sweeps with filtered white noise. Drum fills accelerate with glitch effects and snare rolls. Vocal loop intensifies. Collapse, 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 collapse. Powerful dubstep drop with crushing bass hits. Giant synth snap cut sharply through the mix. Complex drum protocol words and glitches build tension. Blitz fills, distant robotic voice. Sample walls, circuit breaker preparing collapse. Preparing collapse. Digital detraction effects. Gradual deconstruct, heavy rhythm drop. Like a specific sharp snares. Distant robotic voice sample. Circuit breaker preparing collapse. Circuit breaker preparing collapse. Looking rhythm drum band kicks in, bunny kicks, jump snares, syncopated hi-hats. Bassline, deep distorted growls with sudden stops and starts. Glitch, distant stabs, intermittently break the rhythm. Vocal chops, heavily cross off. Breakdown, overload, system failure. Failure. Robotic voice. Circuit breaker offline. Collapse. Collapse. Powerful dubstep drop with crushing bass hits. Jagged synth snaps cut sharply through the mix. Complex drum programming with triplet hi-hats and glitch fills. FS, galactical sparks, circuit noises, digital fragmentation. Breakdown, disparse synth pads and glitch effects. Whispered vocal sample, system instrumental. Return drop with added layers of distortion and bass growls. Faster drum filled with increased syncopation. Synth snaps become more frequent and aggressive. Digital destruction effects cascade through the track. Gradual deconstruction of elements with glitch fades and noise sweeps. Final deep bass rumble fades to silence. Last robotic voice. Circuit breaker. Offline. Offline. Low heartbeat bass thumps barely audible at first. Gentle clicks and echoes that pan my throat like sonar. Distant voice reverse ethereal. System locked deep freeze. Shimmering synth bar barely rising like frosted glass. Soft as a bass pulses underneath one with analog style filter. Track style hi-hats sprinkled gently, reverb heavy. Pads evolve to include ghostly harmonic layers. Atmos effects, chilling wind sweeping the wave trails. Console upward, freezing into crystal and distortion. Counting comes with a rising pitch glitch. Vocal chop, locked inside the echo. Nowhere to thaw. Silence drop for one beat. Heavy, slow motion bass drop like an avalanche of slow-mo. You cast a combo drenched in weaver, creating a cavern feel instant frozen soul wave modulated with slow LFO. Echo trails the drop repeating in layers like icicle shattering. Breaks back into ambient soundscape. Whispered voice sample, echoes repeats they never saw. Frost crackles low down digital chirps that slightly detune more simulating system decay. Drop returns with extra reverb and deeper bass. Sub is now tuned with frozen flutter effects. Filter much percussion fades in and out like lost data fragments. Echoes from first drum reintroduced in reverse order. It dissolves into faint ambient hum. Final synth chord stretched into reverb infinity. Sound ends with a faint vocal whisper. Cryo lock deactivated. Boot up FX, CPU error beat. High pass filtered machine hum builds. Sporadic static bursts and reverse riser.
Voice and instability detected, core meltdown imminent.
Syncopated dubstep rhythm enters. Bass dirty sorries layered with tremolo mod. Gritty mono synth riff with pitch automation. Percussion snappy snares, gated claps, digital hats, lyrics. Chop, copy, edit, code collapse, sparks ignite, circuit screen and neon light. Memory fracture, can't rewind, now the glitch is redefined. 16th note snare roll, building in volume. Filtered riser sweeps upward with increasing pitch glitch. Loop scale, loop ride, break the line. Dubstep, bass, punk drop, heavy tune, bass growls with comb filtering. Lead synth, chainsaw like a pungent chaos. Kick, snare combo, big room style layered with metallic thud. Glitch effects, stutters, pitch crush, and abrupt micro pauses. Acts a breaky fill in every 4 bars. Bass becomes more saturated like a corrupted wave. Vocal line held down, cascade, no reboot. More intense variation, bass sliding growls, machine gun style modulation. Glitch melody and 8-bit style buried under distortion. Drums aggressive double time snare fills. FX short circuit noises and fast filter modulation. Final voice, cream, cybernetic. All sounds slowly fragment into silence. Last element low hum fades out with glitchy vocal whisper. Shutdown complete. Sounds slowly fragment into silence. Last element low hum fades out with glitchy vocal whisper. Shutdown complete. With italic tags, skating with metallic clangs and distant static. Those tones have a fraction glitch effects. Full-coded robotic voice. Supers initiated. Forging data red. Forging data red. Forging data red. Progressive, syncopated tech-step drums enter play, kick-stepping snares, rolling hats. Bassline. Dark modulated growls weaving in rhythmic paths of glitch and static weave throughout. Vocal chops heavily processed. Throat fills speed up with snare rolls and glitch effects. Synths rise in pitch with filter sweeps. Vocal stutter, riff. Full neurofunk drop with heavy bass growls and complex drum programming. Baseline switches between sharp pulses and deep sub-rumbles. Percolating breakbeats with glitch fills. African winds and air direct prolonged speed of corruption. Bereft chaos storms. Return of drop with increased complexity and a lyric bass textures. Modulated bass growls slide through the mix with pitch bends. Drums speed up with intricate fills. Glitch effects cascade around the rhythm. Circular break apart with glitch fades. Metallic melody echoes. Final bass, no help into silence. Last robotic voice. Data force. Riff complete. drop full speed up with match effects. From blood, snapping to it, food truth with me street of numbers cruise. Slow process and deep sub rumbles. Golden blade beats with glitch fills and deep sills. Drop on the jet per day. Using hundred double bass growls and copy bass growls. Complex string object combos. Rumble and camera and break beats with glitch fills. Programming. These light switches between sharp pulses and deep sub rumbles. Pulling break beats with glitch fills. Effects, circuit sparks, data corruption noises. Stripped down section with atmospheric pads and glitch effects. Data forms. With arm drop with increased complexity and layer bass textures. Modulated bass growls slide through the mix with pitch bends. From speed up with intricate fills. Glitch effects cascade around the rhythm. Sounds gradually break apart with glitch fades, metallic echoes. Final bass note held and distorted into silence. Last robotic voice. Data forge, lift complete. Data complete. Theft complete. Bills complete. Ledger complete. Complete. Right. Strings. Modules build layer digital effects. Distant city ambience. Hum of neon lights and faint traffic noise. Subtle rhythmic clicks and hi-hat taps fade in. Grid breaker. Baseline drops in with a deep rolling groove. Simply sharp chop stabs with pitch modulation. Breakbeat rhythm begins, driving the energy forward. Laser-like sweeps and glitch accents. Copy. Hit. Breaking through the neon haze. Chasing lights in endless maze. Balls ignite, circuits flip. Grid breakers everywhere. Electro house drop, pounding bass with pulsating rhythm. Symphony, ambience, hum of neon lights and faint traffic noise. Subtle rhythmic clicks and hi-hat taps fade in. Full nibbles back to shimmery patterns and sparse percussion. Neon lights fade fast. Pounding stage sounds filtered through delay. Turn up the main drop with additive layers of bass, bass punch. Percussion becomes more intricate with triplet fills. Submit as melodic runs and assemblates. Players ping away, a simple digital video, fading bass. Final synths, stab, echoes into silence. Closing vocal sample. Soft roll breaker. Offline.
Digital fog effects.
Metallic risers echo through a synthetic cityscape.
Vocal reverb, vocal initiated. Loading neon shine array.
Percussion slowly builds with thunder grips and glitch clicks. Driving beat kicks in electros and punchy bass groove. Flavor schedule school level way blue 99s. Circuit veins electric bites. Neon strikes the razor wire. Through the bass we climb higher. Sense sharp crystalline stabs with delayed trails. Rolling cyber grooves subtly modulating. Laser flickers, hyders, data shows breaking apart. Surge sensor beating, glitching, ripping, stutter, filter bass rises with tension. Vocal chop loop, initiate breach now. Intro escalates the flow that starshine. It feels the cyber bass drops and stats sharp digital with pitch bends. These are rolling somewhat
start a sense, echo, integrate into glitch, escape face, the silence under softly and hum, final vocal, terminated. Protocol terminated.
Buzzing synth arpeggios with a distorted green tone, layered with digital noise and flickering code sound effects, distant robotic voice sample system online, phantom grid engaged. Casual build with percussion, mechanical clicks and hi-hats. Full synth pump beat drops, punchy kicks, snappy snare, crunchy hats. Lead synth, sharp, jagged riffs with pitch bends and distortion. Bass thick, crawling synth, bass line moving in sync with the rhythm. Bursts, rolling, throttling, copy edit, racing through the phantom grid. Symbols break, codes undead. Haunted lights and flicker flames, lost inside these cyber games. Synth layers stack with rising pitch and intensity. Fills his sterile speed up with a phantom overdrive. Phantom drive, electro bass and punk drop. Distorted bass synths cutting through the mix. Fast, racing in syncopation. Aggressive drum pattern, layered glitch percussion. Effects, interval, static, flickering light bursts. Breakdown to minimal pads and distant echoes. Glitch in the grid, no escape. Sparso synth motifs with delay and reverb. A turn of the main drop with added distortion and complexity. Bassline thickens with crawling modulation. Lead synth and sharp staccato riffs. Drum fills become more aggressive, pushing the pay. Layers peel away, leaving a single synth line fading out. Final echoing glitch effects trail off into silence. Bass thick, crawling synth rhyme.
Surging out of tempo, broken arcade startup sound, vocal glitch effects,
Damage online.
lo-fi beat slowly emerges from digital static. Loose, groovy glitch copy with trap snares, lyrics digitally filtered, robotic error, copy, edit, pixels crashing, code unchained, lines of chaos in my brain, packets lost in static zones, baseline crash your circuit bones, bass thick and warped with bit crush textures, syncopated kicks, distorted snares, chop fills, syncopated kicks, distorted snares, chop fills, syncopated kicks, distorted snares, chop fills. Increasing tempo of glitch stutters and data corruption effects, vocal chop.
Havoc, pixel overload.
Rising synths swirl with dissonant pitch bends. Glitch hop drop with trap bass and aggressive digital distortion. Bass starter crunchy with mid-range punch. Drums, sharp snare rolls, triplet fills, dim fills. Vocal tag layered with distortion. Pixelated, havoc in the edit. Randomized synth hits and arcade effects crash in rhythm. Glitch breakdown with snare vocal loops and ambient data decay. Lyrics probably edit and reframe. Signal bent, reboot fails. I fragment. Errors move by disengage. Trapped inside this data cage. Sounds analog hiss. CPU fan watering static sweeps. Heavier glitch drop with layered rhythms and trap fills. Glitch fills between beats. Ping, zap, overload. Modulated, correlated, show ages, new synth-lated. Raw waves, laser stabs, vocal choppers, sliced and glitched. Havoc, system down. Digital distortion collapses into silence. Closings, CR key shut down. Synth pads swell with warm intense chords. Glitch effects like shattered data fragments crackle in background. Injecting shattered byte. Initiating breakdown. Subtle rising noise, riser builds tension. Hard wave beat hits
in with punchy kick and sharp snare lead synth, emotional soaring melody with distorted edges, heavy compressed punch layered with wobble modulation. Glitch, stutter, slice, rhythmically between notes, lyrics bash, choppy, edit, cracked, formless, signal line, data please for pulses shine, fractured beats collide and bind, shattered bites corrupt my mind. Mine, synth layers rise with pitch bends and white noise sweeps, drum fills speed up with glitch, chopping, vocal chopper, beation. Break, injected, shattered, bite, break. It dash punches with greedy distortion and pitch modulation, lead synth, fractured ink through glitchy stabs and opponent charts. Drum pattern complex with triplet hi-hats and snare rolls. Reach mouse, clutter, bite, patter, builds, features. Ambient glitch, effects, scatter in stereo fields. With heavier distortion and faster hi-hats, bassline now layered with growls and big crush effects, lead sits, interweave glitch shots and soaring melodic lines. Sounds gradually deconstruct with glitch fades, final synth chord held with delay and reverb, last glitch spike echoes out as vocal fades, and rejection complete, system reset. Vocal chopper beation. Break. Layers rise with pitch, bends and white noise sweeps, drop fill speed up with glitch, chopping vocal chopper beach, chopping vocal chopper beach, chopper beach, chopper beach, chopper beach, chopper beach, chopper beach. Electric hums and buzzing synth drones, sharp digital sparks and robotic voice snippets. Rent online, charging shock core. Hard-hitting bass drums with punchy kicks and tight snares. Bassline aggressive, distorted with oscillating growls. Screaming synth leads pierced through with fast modulation. Chip percussion and zap effects, layering vocal chop. Core, ignite. Rising synth, punch-ups and filter sweeps. Drum fills accelerate with glitchy rolls. Vocal loop intensifies through electrical drop with heavy bass slams and aggressive synth blasts. High lead synths cut through the mix with distortion. Drums punch hard with syncopated hi-hats and triplet fills. FX electro crackles, digital glitches and zap sounds. Energy pulls back to atmospheric hats and low drums. Echo vocal sample and the return of the drop. Added synth layers and synth voices. The synths become more complex with rapid pitch bends and modulation. Drum fills speed up and layer glitch effects and electro. Final synth zap echoes into silence. Closing robotic voice. Closing modulation. Hard-hitting bass drums with punchy kicks and tight snares. Bassline aggressive, distorted with oscillating growls. Screaming synth leads pierced through with fast modulation. Chip percussion and zap effects layer in vocal chalk. Or ignite. Rising synthos and filter sweeps. Drum fills accelerate with glitchy rolls. Vocal loop intensifies. Reactor offline. Stereo space. Just in robotic voice. Sample filtered and distorted. Power rising. Voltage surging. Power rising. Voltage surging. Pickles and humming voltage drones. Twinkling synth sparks fluttering stereo space. Distant robotic voice. Sample filtered and distorted. Power rising. Voltage surging. Thinking is it doesn't play. Breaking is the drum spins. Sliding rest. Buzzing synth bass. With the counter rhythms. With modulation, real jazz, synthesize industrial metaphor, doing noise, multiplied synths, bass pulses, jagged and stuttering, layering with buzzers, drums, simple punch, sample body voice, sample filtered and bass, sample body voice, sample filtered and next start, power, sample filtered and distorted, context originally in the sound, going to be aggressive buzzings and bass with staccato rhythm, razors and bleeds slice through with faster modulation, glitch effects, digital sparks. Over the surgeon of the record with cast, pinky kicks and sharp snares. Baseline aggressive buzzings and bass with staccato rhythm, razors and bleeds slice through with faster modulation. Voltage shut down. Voltage shockwave shut down.
Robotic beats fade in, fragmented vocal samples loop, override, system breach, error. Minimal percussion, soft hi-hats and clicks spaced unevenly like a glitch. Syncopated trap hi-hat roll start, rising white noise sweep mixed with reverse synth stabs. Losing control! Sub-bass slowly creeps in with wobble effects. Snare roll accelerates, increasing tension. Heavy distorted bass hits with unpredictable rhythmic glitches. Kick hits punch sharply, layered with sharp snare snaps. Chopped vocal glitches randomly scattered. Berserk. Knee-like melodic stabs cut through the mix with erratic timing. Stuttering synths pulse wildly, creating chaotic energy. Progression drops out, leaving glitchy ambient textures and low drones, vocal echoes and reverse samples repeats. Crash synths slow down, fading into fragmented noise. Bass returns, more aggressive with pitch modulation. Rapid fire hi-hats and glitch effects fill the space. Vocal chop shift between robotic and distorted screams. Lead synth line oscillates erratically, adding tension, intense rhythmic complexity with offbeat accents. Sudden drop to sparse percussion and fading synths. Robotic voice fragments. Shut down. Just shut down. Final glitch noises taper off into silence. Just shut down. Just shut down. Final glitch noises taper off into silence. Robotic beats fade in, fragmented vocal samples loop, override, system breach, error. Berserk. Nail-like melodic stabs cut through the mix with erratic timing, stirring synths pulse wildly, creating chaotic energy. Hits punch sharply, layered with sharp snare snaps. Dropped vocal, cropped vocal glitches randomly scattered. Berserk. Nail-like melodic stabs cut through the mix with erratic timing, stuttering synths pulse wildly, creating chaotic energy. Compression drops out, leaving glitchy ambient textures and low drones, vocal echoes and reverse samples repeats. Slow down, fading into fragmented noise. Bass with pervading like fragmented noise. Watering synths pulse wildly, creating chaotic energy. Percussion drops out, leaving glitchy ambient textures and low drones, vocal echoes and reverse samples repeats. Crash, so down, fading into fragmented noise.
Overhead rises like a corrupted blood screen. Distant robotic whisper,
Initializing lockdown, bandwidth unstable.
so glitch pulses mimic packet drops.
Space pulses beacon suddenly sync with flickering static.
Go metallic reverb trails fade into bills.
Firewall tune, find that block trace in the vein. Buffer floods scramble the brain. Syntax falls in a line cascade. Like data droplicals remains. CQM. Bouncing steps, echoes, side chains up. Bass bumps under technicals and clicks. Flop hi-hats rattle like beta leaks. Thinking until on rise.
Filter sweep on synth builds tension.
Static effects increase the system straining.
Vocal glitches, rough word whispered.
Initializing lockdown, bandwidth unstable. Fog, glitch, pumped, blows. Everything crashes into a glitch void. Big crush, vocal chop solo. Big crush, vocal chop solo.
of a broken machine room.
Action lost, it's firewall torn. Circuit scream, ghosts of code in a vapor stream. Pain to death, the pulse is gone. Still I transmit, still I'm on. Firewall torn, circuit scream, ghosts of code in a vapor stream. Pain to death, the pulse is gone. Still I transmit, still I'm on. Firewall torn, circuit scream, ghosts of code in a vapor stream. Pain to death, the pulse is gone. Still I transmit, still I'm on.
Firewall torn, circuit scream, ghosts of code in a vapor stream. Pain to death, the pulse is gone. Still I transmit, still I'm on.
More distortion on vocals, delivered with robotic sizzle. The bassline more chaotic, pitch bends and mod wheel glitch. Reverb, synth ramps up, vocal rises into robotic scream. Filtered kick rolls begin building. Glitch, fill, lock down. The bass returns with wider stereo spread. Reverb tails twist into big cross fade. Machine gun hi-hat step under massive stop. Oh, this is modulated pitch spiral between phrases. You can't stop the range.
Low synth pad filters out. Vocoder whispers, system offline. Final note bends downward and digitally crumbles. Echo of a modem, disconnect tone. Digital noise fades in like a corrupted radio signal. Low pass filtered ambient pads slowly swell in volume. Fragmented vocal samples echo, signal lost, reconnect caress. Light glitch clicks, pan left to right, creating a ghostly stereo feel. A one-time bass rumbles faintly underneath. Sounds performing level. Shell step drums kick in, snappy kicks, soft clap, snare, subtle sidechain hi-hats. Dreamy synth lead plays a melancholic melody detuned slightly for a digital wobble. Vocal chop motif repeats like a haunting memory. Binary, gentle audioid keys flutter in the background like data flickers.
Bass deepens, a soft 808 sub-pulse syncs with the kick. The lyric melody distorts briefly, then resolves with reverb, heavy echoes. New texture, glitchy vinyl crackle and layered with sudsy paths. Cushion gains slight punch but stays restrained. Moody and emotive, whispered vulgar.
Still here. Synth filters drop back into a lo-fi haze. Glitch clicks and reverse effects create a stuttering dream-like effect. Soft bell plugs pan back and forth in stereo. Ghostly vocal synth layer returns warped and stretched. Don't forget me.
All percussion fades out, single digital heartbeat pulse every 8 bars. Pad drums, rising pitch and modulation. Reverse piano notes glitch and like corrupted memories. Echoes beat returns subtly, minimalist kick, ghost snare, new melody, more resolved, slightly hopeful. Vocal chop glides to ghosts.
White noise wave crash adds emotional weight. A single synth layer mimics a heartbeat slowing down. Tones vanish again. Just the ambient pad slowly fading. Final whispered line.
Disconnected.
Static fades to silence. And
It's the ambient pad. Sensitive high-pitched 404 error vocal tension building white noise, whispered vox, initializing cache breach, imminent, rising pitch modulation with stuttering hi-hats, fragmented data sounds layered under rising paths, mechanical click rhythm like hard drive heads. 3, 2, 1, voice effects, heavy growling bass drop with glitch slices, rhythm syncopated broken halftime beat, dirty snare with ring mod distortion, bass wobbles cut with sudden data stutters, FX, system overload, pan sweep left, right, filter beat with vocoding glitch block, corruption spreading, ambient sub-layer grows under filtered synth lead, sparse perks with reverse echo trail effects, more intense version of drop 1. Adds widely weird screech lead, hi-hats go double time, hard stop mid-drop with stuttered reboot glitch, comes back louder with low-end boost. Laser fire effects and data corruption swirl, down filter break with deep sub-throb, cache collapsing, slow down, vocal. Synth arpeggio rises and slams into distorted bass. Partial cuts and out like firewall fragments. Sudden silence ending on a stuttered bzzzt. Final note is detuned and decays with the crushed tail. Heavy growling bass drop with glitch slices and slams into the swirl. Syncopated broken halftime beat, dirty snare with ring mod distortion, bass wobbles cut with sudden data stutters. Final note is detuned and decays with bit crushed tail. Bass drop with glitch slices, rhythm syncopated broken halftime beat, dirty snare with ring mod distortion, bass wobbles cut with sudden data stutters, FX, system overload, pan sweep left, right, street beat with vocoded glitch box, corruption spreading, ambient sub-layer grows under filtered synth lead, sparse perks with reverse echo trail effects, more intense version of drop 1, adds wide layered screech lead, fans go double time, hi-hats go double time, ground sweep left, echo trail effect, right, corruption spreading, ambient sub-layer grows under filtered synth lead, sparse perks with reverse echo trail effects, more intense version of drop 1, adds wide layered screech lead, hi-hats go double time, hard stop mid-drop with stuttered reboot glitch, comes back louder with low end boost, more intense version of drop 1, adds wide layered screech lead, hi-hats go double time, hard stop mid-drop with stuttered reboot glitch, comes back louder with low end boost, laser fire effects and data corruption swirl, down filter break with deep sub-throb, cache collapsing, slowed down vocal glitch, comes back louder with low end boost, laser fire effects and data corruption and slams into distorted bass, down filtered break with deep sub-throb, cache collapsing, slowed down vocal glitch, glitch core, synth arpeggio rises and slams into distorted bass. Percussion cuts in out like firewall fragment.
Distant synth paths shimmer like ghostly signals in a broken network. Pulsing sub-bass begins subtly, like a heartbeat in the dark. Watchy data echoes and reverse digital chirps create a haunted atmosphere. Fragmented robotic whispers fade in and out. Phantom, pulse, lost signal. Sparse-carved taps move electrical sparks.
Rolls around
distortion and rhythmic complexity. Drums hit hard with rolling kicks, snappy snares and shuffled percussion. Spectral synths layer mirror melodies over the bass groove, creating tension. Glitch effects pepper the mix with crackles, bleeps, and stutters.
Vocal fragments echo.
Slowly fade into isolated ambient tones and digital static. Bass gently decays to silence with subtle reverb tails.
Final whispered vocal.
Phantom fading. Ends with soft glitch clicks and silence.
Broken out anthems are very late house, filtering static, pitch bend, vinyl clicks. A bitch crush piano loop glitches in and out. Background fast CPU fan winds, data jerks and reverse speech. Broken ambient textures, reverse delay tails, filtered static, pitch bend, vinyl clicks. A bitch crush piano loop glitches in and out. Background fan winds, data chirps, and reverse speech. Feature churches. Final 10 seconds of drop intentionally, clip, overload, then stop abruptly. A loop version of the intro piano with now lower pitched, crackling and warped sounds slowly melt as if losing resolution. Bit depth reduces, pitch drags. Final glitch noise fades into a near silent spectrum blur. One last vocal whisper, still looping. Level 10 seconds of drop intentionally, clip, overload, and stop abruptly. A loop version of the intro piano but now lower pitched, crackling and warped sounds slowly melt as if losing resolution. Bit depth reduces, pitch drags. Final glitch noise fades into a near silent spectrum blur. One last vocal whisper, still looping.
Flickers like headlights turning on. Vocal jump whispers onto the grid, initiate crypto drift. AM weight bass glides and under neon stabs. Wind effects moving subtle. Coded hook. Slide through light, encrypted flight. The chain's alive, I grip it tight. Decentralized, no break, no trace. The signal bends, I leave no face. Bass flat from pattern kicks in. Tight claps cause my hats. Error lights up, bass lines under every 4 bars. Take a word, and synth leads from behind like neon streaks. Bass slowly filters out. Echo synth, the build speed. Cyber-like effects rises. Robotic voice, tension engaged. Jumped into rhythm-weighted laser blasts. Car screech effects layered on stairs. Turn it up, no throttle back. Bass hits, cut, deep with white stereo drift delay. Feels like racing through a digitized Tokyo tunnel. Crew down, vocal stutter, fly crypto drift. Glitch effects, digital static, bit crushed head all next week. Worthy thing proof, going up before next third. Reverb, heavy kick mimics heartbeat pacing. Mirror breaks from LED light. Notes flash past in crypto night. Hack the code, resign again. Rubber fades, bring out the sin. Trap has no triplet bass. Melody has a nostalgic 80s video game tone, but looked on engine war. Layers subtly under vocals. Alondos. harder, wobble saturated, diaper saturated, don't prevent a code. Don't drift, expand, hard left, right. The signal bends, sound like no call. I ride the chain, I am the protocol. Synth stretch and pitch down. Digital static grows then cuts. Last vocal. Track lost. Faint tail of an engine. Lights out. Track lost. Faint tail of an engine in reverb. Lights out.
High-pitched, glassy earth, single light, freezing stars. Static glitches, swirl like sound in a digital storm. Simple voice whispers, signal fractured, answering the crystalline void. Just fading, kicks in, combo with echoing claps. Rising hard wave leads, slowly pitch up with reverb tails. Flying glitch feels that syncopation, stutters, pitch crashes and shuts. Energy builds with later snares, laser risers and a reverse snare. Slam! Name bass drop. Upward wave, flat layers, a crackling distortion. Side change of punchy kick drum and creating wave-like motion. Snappy snare with digital echo trails. Clicky hats and glitchy fills, almost broken machine-like. Melodic hammer-like shatters crystal bits. Terminal glitches hitting bursts. Melody slows to a cold piano progression. Bits crushed at the edges. A robotic voice. Act storm sequence, complete integrity failing. Backering blast, battering glass journal. Effects totally void. Right cleaning, kick snare combo with echoing claps. Rising hard wave leaves, slowly pitch up with reverb tails. Light glitch fills that syncopate glitch. Patient stutters, bits, crashes and jerks. Energy builds with layer snares. Laser risers and a reverb jewel ops, crashing like ice shards. Frontals every floor bars go increasingly glitched. Massive glitch core fills before the final crash out. Melody slowly dissolves than before. New melodic layer harmonizes with the main riff. Jewel ops crashing like ice shards. Strong fills every floor bars go increasingly glitched. Massive glitch core fills before the final crash out. Melody slowly dissolves into static. Lost sims, notes freeze and crack into silence. Final voice whisper, reversed. Melody slowly dissolves into static. Lost synth notes freeze and crack into silence. Final voice whisper, reverse.
Thick layers of crackling static and digital noise sweep in like a brooding storm. Distant fragmented vocal samples glitch and distort. System failing. Collapse imminent.
Sparse metallic hits and reverse synth stabs echo in the background. Low rumble and sub-bass gently pulses under the static. Percussion kicks in with syncopated snares and glitchy hi-hats.
Rising white noise sweeps combined with harsh filtered synth rises, stutter glitch effects and big crushed vocal chops. Repeat phrases like data, storm, overload. Bass begins to grow, wobbling with distortion and modulated filters. Tension builds with a rapidly increasing tempo of snare rolls and glitch hits. Heavy crushing bassline slams in with aggressive distortion and growling mid-frequencies. Punchy sharp kick drums hit with industrial resonance. Synth layers shatter with sharp glitch-infused stabs and chaotic effects. Bursts. Complex syncopated rhythms drive forward with energetic fills and drops. Vocal glitch snippets are chopped and screwed, adding to the dystopian chaos. The energy is raw, intense, like a digital tempest tearing apart the system. Fractured signal. Everything goes back into eerie atmospheric paths and distant glitch textures. Fragmented vocal echoes swirl around. Signal lost, fractured, corrupted. Slow pulsating bass drones provide a dark foundation. Subtle percussion flickers with irregular glitches and reverse samples. Ambient digital war zone sounds fade in and out, hinting at the aftermath. Bass laces turns deeper and more distorted, layered with crunchy synth. Drums become more aggressive with heavy kicks, snapping snares, and layered clicks percussion. Synth stabs slice through mix, adding tension and urgency. Rhythmic glitch effects accelerate, creating a sense of spiral and collapse. Vocal segmented cries of data corruption, shock and pitch shifted dynamically. Smart beat slowly fades into distant static and fading digital echoes. Add soften and dissolve into fragmented noise. Final whispered vocal. Note, loft, down. Ends with a soft glitching decay, leading to silence. Into the soft glitching decay, leading to silence. Dim anomicon like flickering voltage in an abandoned data plant. Mechanical ticks, radio static and glitching pops echo softly. Layer of droning sub rumble builds tension. Robotic voice whispers, being charged, destabilizing systems. Sparks and power surges crackle left to right. You're right. Electric charge effects rise, distortion increasing. Engine bells with metallic clanks and filters with stiff buzzes. Kick batter speeds to a mechanical stop. Final warning, heavy detonation imminent. Huge mechanical color drop hits. 30 sub bass distorted like a power drill through concrete. Side change and thunderous kicks. Splits burst between phases like voltage feedback. Back to real lows, a purple bill spins south. Bass distorted like a power drill through concrete. Side change and thunderous kicks. A glitch burst between phrases like voltage feedback. Back to real lungs, a purple bill tension. Mind voice whispers. Come to last, complete. Bass returns heavier and glitchier with big crisp power surges. Synth layers growl like collapsing electric tower. Low snare punch pattern bounce a factory machine precision. Addition textures, static choke pads. Robotic breathing noises. Buzzsaw, LFO underlay rising in pitch. Filter sweep down low, rumble and distant. Clamps echo, droning synth tries to read the rhythm. Sound like AI struggling to come back online. Heavier section. Beam blasts, layered with crashing bass gates. Kick drum breaks the rhythm with sudden stops. Intermittent silence like blackout flickers. Glitch feedback loops cut in broken machine language. Power offline. Click, getting static, intermittent power surges. Final click sounds like the last breaker shutting off. Ends with silence and one distant electric crackle. Power offline. Click, getting static, intermittent power surges. Final click sounds like the last breaker shutting off. Ends with silence and one distant electric crackle.
Chaotic digital static burst with glitching bits of corrupted code. Dissonant synth plucks stutter rapidly like a malfunctioning circuit. Murmurs, irregular hi-hats tap in unpredictable patterns. Deep sub-bass hums quietly, hinting at rising energy. Whispered robotic vocal snippet error, system compromised. The percussion layers intensify with rolling snares and trap styles. Synth-a-bot with rapid-fire pitch bends. White noise sweeps and reverse vocal chops build tension. Vendetta, vendetta. Aggressive bass drops with heavy distortion and growling mid-range. Complex glitch percussion patterns interlock with punchy kicks and snares. Lead synth lights slice sharply with bit crush textures. Vocal chops scatter unpredictably like shards of corrupted data. Souls rage, energy surges with fast-paced riffing ends and chop glitches. Cuts out, leaving eerie atmospheric pads and filter glitch effects. Falling sub-bass lingers with modulated filters. Starts with glitch clicks and reversed vocal snippets echo faintly. Whispered phrase, system failure shutting down. Bass returns heavier and more distorted with aggressive wallow. Bass fades into a low as percussion dies away. Last robotic whisper fades out. End of line. Silence.
Rather keep a click down, just another line fade forward for alerts in reverse. We glitched out past sweep like a web page crashing. Now she looks at stats resembling pop-ups with a digital up in the background. Tension stable, redirecting to chaos. Concussion build, trap hat rolls, rapid clap playing with browser scroll click. Melody intensifying, chubby synth stutter erratically like buggy hyperlinks. Main drop elements, hyper glitch lead synth fire and stuttered bust. Body baseline pulsing with trap snares and massive kicks. Effect, scrolling whoosh, taps switches sound use rhythmically. Grooves, stop phrasing the web lag, creating tension with every measure. Consumer waves, fragments stripped into a quiet net, surfing ambiance, reverse cash load effects, sweep backing. Seven Robert whisper, you've entered the habit zone. Rebuilds in its own time, a late synth becomes a great swing piece, syncopated, almost dubstep style. Trap hacks and snares, double time, making it feel hyper fast. Filtered feels mimic hyperlink loading and crashing. Octopus system with drum vocal drops, clicking while it pop-ups at one time as the intended. Sounds degraded to slow motion, clicks and scrolling echoes. Real hyperlink click echoes into silence. Last line from a distorted voice. Session expired. Line drop under pop-ups at once, loud, messy, addictive. Sounds degraded to slow motion, clicks and scrolling echoes. Final hyperlink click echoes into silence. Last line from a distorted voice.